little unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you're on my channel, my name is Vanessa and I, and I would like to welcome you into the fam. So today's video is the perfect video for anybody who's wondering what's coming for their love life during 2021, because I have created the ultimate love life prediction. Because not only do you get to pick one of these 4 groups in order to receive your prediction, but each sign of the Zodiac also receives its very own 2021 love life prediction. So this way you can receive a highly personalized 2021 love prediction that is tailored to you. And the links to the decks that I'm using in this video can be found down below in the description box. And you guys, I always try to link the websites of the artists of all of these beautiful decks rather than a wholesaler such as Amazon or another big corporation, just because these big corporations take massive cuts, and in the current climate and just generally speaking, I would rather, if you are looking into purchasing a deck, you get it directly from the artist if possible. So you're not only supporting them, but you're also ensuring that your decks are coming with energy that is as clean as it possibly can be, because it's not being handled by a lot of different people. So where possible, I will link the decks with the artist's webpage or web shop directly in the description box below. Bigger companies do pay a commission when the links are used, but I would rather just support the creators directly. And I hope that you all can agree with that as well. So today's setup is a little different. You get to first pick one of these 4 decks of cards in order to receive your reading, and then feel free to scroll down into the description box where each zodiac sign has a timestamp provided. So you can click your zodiac sign based on tropical astrology to fast forward to your 2021 love prediction that is based on your sign. But first, I would like you to pick one of these 4 decks. So representing group number 1, we have the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. Then we have the Tattoo Tarot created by Mega Munden. Representing group number 3, we have the Muse Tarot, which is created by Chris Ann. And last but not least, representing group number 4, we have the Daily Crystal Oracle deck by Heather Askinosie. So once you have chosen one of these 4 groups, you can click the corresponding timestamp and we will get straight into your reading. We will be, of course, using different variations of tarot cards. So don't feel like being drawn to a deck means that those are the only types of cards that are going to appear in your reading. We're, of course, going to be combining messages from all of these decks into your reading. So I will be starting the readings off with the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, which represents group number 1, and to all of my other beautiful groups as well as signs of the zodiac, I will catch you at the click of your timestamp. Hello group number 1, and welcome to your 2021 love prediction. So you were drawn to this Animal Oracle deck, and I want to move straight into your reading in order to figure out exactly what's coming into your love life during the year of 2021. So first and foremost, we have the Groundhog Spirit. Now group number 1, in the Groundhog Spirit, I see that it's going to be time to let go of something. So it seems as though there is going to be a certain element of letting go of love. So it could be completely letting go of a past lover, completely letting go of a situationship for another situation, okay, for something else. There's a reason why 2021 is a time where you're going to have to let go of a certain lover or a certain love. I see here in the Koala Spirit that your spirit guides, they have a plan. There is a reason why you are going to have to split up, break up with somebody during 2021, and you will feel like there is this greater energy, this greater sense of knowing around you, and you will feel divinely guided to do so. So there's not going to be much confusion as to what you need to do, and the fact that a breakup is inevitable, but why it's happening is something that you're not quite sure of while things are going on, okay? While you're in the midst of this kind of like separation. I see here in the Snake Spirit that it's really about healing and growing. So it could could be here that in 2021, you are with somebody who is not allowing you to properly grow and shed your skin just as a snake would. So group number one, keep in mind that with a lot of animals, especially with reptiles, I'm not sure if any other animals actually do this, but they have to shed their skin, right? They have to shed this outer layer in order to grow. And if they're not able to do that, then this can actually lead to a lot of health issues, health problems in these animals if they cannot grow appropriately and shed that old skin. So I see here in correspondence to the groundhog spirit, group number one, that somebody is most likely stifling you from growing. Somebody is stifling you from changing, and that is why you're going to have to let go of them, because if you don't, you are going to feel all of the repercussions that are going to follow very quickly, very rapidly, as that growth is being stifled. But you're not going to let that happen. I see here in the deer spirit that you're kind of going to gently alleviate and release yourself from any toxic lovers that may be present during the year 2021, as you have this feeling of being protected. As I can see here in the koala spirit, you're not bothered, you're not stressed. You are kind of like in a place where you know that better things are gonna come, and that maybe a situationship is fun in the moment, but is not for forever. It's not something that is meant to be there till the end of your lifetime. Next, we have the sodalite as well as the iolite. So in the sodalite, I see here that you're able to speak your truth, and that is what's happening in your love life throughout 2021. So while other people are out here trying to spare others' feelings, or other people are kind of trying to tell themselves that it's okay, that the person who is stifling them might change, or even worse, they might be able to change them, I see that you're just speaking your truth and talking to people, letting them know when the relationship or situationship is not working out. And I can see here in the iolite that this has to do with a shift in your money mindset. So you not being so hung up anymore on love, and really putting your career and your money first, and speaking your truth immediately, because you know that time is something that is invaluable and is very limited. And you want anybody who is around you to be supportive of your growth, both personally as well as financially, not to stifle it. So that is where I see a lot of changes coming for you during 2021. Then we have the unakite as well as the hematite. So I can definitely see that living in the now and doing a lot of different exercises that ground you is a part of 2021, which again might push somebody away who isn't as open to these exercises and as open to actually growth in themselves. I can definitely see here, group number one, that for you, a big part of letting go of situationships or people who might be romantically interesting is because you just feel like they're not really growing as rapidly as you are. You feel like they're not really as interested in what is beyond the realm that is seen, okay? They're not really as interested in spirituality and grounding exercises, and overall just growing as a human being. Next, we have the Two of Wands as well as the Four of Wands. So decision making is a big thing that you're doing during 2021, and why I'm saying that this is a big thing is because I see here in the Four of Wands that you are not feeling as though you're creating instability by cutting people off. I see in the Two of Wands that you're making decisions really based on who you're able to live in the now with, who you're able to do lots of cool things with, such as go on hikes, do yoga, spend time in nature, and anybody else who you just do not feel spiritually connected to. I see here in the Four of Wands that you're very easily letting go of those types of romantic relationships without feeling like it's your loss or like you're losing somebody who you could speak to. I see that for you, it's 100% like their loss. It's 100% something that you're not sad about, you're not worried about, because you know that bigger and greater things are yet to come for you. So group number one, this is a reading that I received based on the deck that you chose. Make sure that you click your zodiac sign down below in the description box for a more detailed reading of your 2021 love life based on your zodiac sign. So click that and I'll meet you over at your zodiac signs reading. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your 2021 love life prediction. So you chose the Tattoo Tarot, with which I am going to begin your reading. So let's figure out what is coming in your love life. We have the 8 of Swords as well as the 3 of Swords. Now, these swords corresponds to the element of air, and I want you to know here in the 3 of Swords that there's a lot of communication that's going on in your love life where you're kind of like spitting ideas back and forth. I see in correspondence to the 8 of Swords that there's this kind of like bond, this kind of like union that is being formed. So this could potentially be you being in a relationship and spending a lot of time with other couples. So kind of like double dates, if you will. Or just overall being surrounded by a lot of couples that are romantically involved and just feeling as though you have a unit that you can go through 2021 with, that you can talk to, that you can bounce ideas off of, and where just overall you have a great social circle that feeds you not only emotionally but also intellectually. But let's move further into your reading. We have Justice as well as the Tower. Okay, so group number 2, I can see here in Justice in correspondence to the Tower that there is a little bit of karma that is going to be happening, that is going to be almost like at play. So do know here in Justice that anybody who does you wrong, anybody who hurts your feelings, I can definitely see here in the Tower that they're going to kind of feel the repercussions. They're going to feel like it was an epic mistake, but that doesn't mean that you're going to forgive them or take them back. So group number 2, I can definitely see in correspondence to Justice that you're not necessarily one to mess with during the year of 2021 because you are empowered, you are very motivated to do what serves you rather than to please other people. I see here in the Rhino spirit that in the past, it was kind of difficult for you to just focus on yourself, and you always wanted to give, you always wanted to be the one making others feel comfortable, especially romantically. But I can see here in the Rhino spirit that that is an obstacle that you are overcoming in 2021 and finally focusing on what's really good for you, finally focusing on making sure that you're in a good place and you feel as though the relationships in your life are solid, are in a way how you can count on people. I see here in the Armadillo spirit that you're setting healthy boundaries. Okay, I can see that that is one thing that a lot of people may not be able to cope with, and where a lot of people may kind of like mess up and then you banish them out of your life. And then in the Tower, I see that weeks or months later, they are regretful of not having put you first or not having really showed you that they thought that you were the one, or that they thought that you were special. So you kind of like being the one that got away. And I see here in the Armadillo spirit that this is happening quite a few times during 2021 because you're valuing yourself and you're setting boundaries and you're making it very clear what you deserve and what you're not going to put up with. I see here in the Koala spirit that during 2021 you will feel guided in your love life. You will feel as though your spirit guides and the universe has a plan for you. And just because you might be single in certain instances, or you might have to say goodbye to certain people romantically, is not going to throw you off or make you feel like you will be forever alone, because you understand that the right person is coming along, that your guides have a plan for you, and that it may be that there are just some people that you're meant to be with for a shorter period of time, or meant to talk to for a shorter period of time, in order to really learn what it is that you want and where your boundaries lie. Next, we have the Coyote spirit. So in the Coyote spirit, I can see here, group number 2, that there are going to be some divine detours during 2021 for you romantically. So again, not going straight from A to B, from single to lover to forever soulmate to twin flame, but going from single to situationship to talking to someone who's interesting, but then maybe kind of like going back to being single or talking to somebody else who then actually does turn out to be the soulmate or the one. So you're going to meet a few different people during 2021, and these divine detours, these kind of like, they may seem like obstacles, these people who aren't your twin flame, but actually what they're here for is to teach you valuable lessons about self-worth and setting boundaries. Next, we have the Queen of Voices as well as the Sun. So I can definitely see here in the Sun that your love life has a very positive spin to it. Group number 2, your love life is going to end up being one that you're proud of and that you're happy with regardless. The Sun is, after all, one of the most favorable cards of the tarot, and I see here in the Queen of Voices that just that feeling of being empowered and of speaking your truth is what is giving you that inner happiness that no one can take from you. Next, we have the Ace of Voices as well as the Three of Emotions. So beautiful, group number 2. I can see here in the Three of Emotions that celebrating and partying is a big part of 2021 for whatever reason, but I do see in the Ace of Voices that it definitely has to do with fresh beginnings, with, for example, a new job, with a new beginning when it comes to an idea that you're seeing through, such as a new business venture, just overall moving into a new space and people around you being excited for you, celebrating this fresh time, and just overall like throwing a party for you and using any excuse in order to celebrate you as well as your accomplishments. So group number 2, this is the reading that I've received so far for you. Do make sure that you scroll down into the description box and now click your zodiac sign in order to continue your 2021 love prediction in more detail tailored to your zodiac sign. So I'll meet you over there. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your 2021 love prediction. So let's get straight into it with your tarot deck. So we'll figure out exactly what's coming for you during 2021. So we have the Devil, we have the Seven of Materials, as well as the Seven of Voices. So we already have the number 7 show up twice for you. Now let's read into this, group number 3. I can see here in the Seven of Voices as well as the Seven of Materials that it is in fact important for you to follow your intuition when it comes to your career. I see that for 2021, it's going to feel as though you're kind of just not 100% sure what to do because nobody is telling you exactly what would be the most helpful or the most prosperous approach. But I see here in the Seven of Voices that you're being called to use your intuition, that gut feeling that is maybe not what is shown on the surface, but that reads deeper into your sixth sense. And I want you to do the same for your love life. Look out for the number 7, and do know here that when it comes to love and your career, being intuitive will protect you. Being intuitive is going to allow you to go down a path that is the most beneficial for you. Furthermore, we did also have the Devil show up. Now, I do want you to know here in the Devil that you will often feel like, oh, I should be more rational when it comes to love, or I should be more realistic with my career. Well, in the Devil, I see here that those thoughts are going to actually have you take steps backwards again. So it is very important for you to not just kind of base your decisions and your opinions on what you feel like is rationally right or what you feel like society wants you to do, but instead follow that inner gut feeling, that wisdom that has been passed down to you from your ancestors. So continue to feed into that, as I see in the Muse of Emotions that romantically speaking, there is a very intense set of feelings that's coming towards you. But I do see here in the Muse of Emotions that nevertheless, you feel in control, you feel empowered, and 2021 for your love life is going to be one where you feel like a king or a queen, whichever you identify as I see here in the Muse of Emotions that you're being put on a pedestal by somebody. And I want to know exactly who this person may be. We have the Hanged Muse, as well as the world cosmos. So the cards do not quite want to reveal yet who it is, as the Hanged Muse is correspondent to the Hanged Man in the traditional tarot and likes to kind of give you this cliffhanger situation where you're wanting more, but you have to kind of like watch on to figure out more. So do make sure that you head down into the description box as soon as this segment is done and click your zodiac sign in order to receive a more personalized, in-depth analysis of who is coming towards you in love, as I do see here in the Hanged Muse that it's not quite being revealed yet, but what is being revealed here in the world cosmos is that there is happiness coming for you, group number 3, nevertheless. Okay, the world cosmos corresponds to the world card in the traditional tarot, and I want you to know here that the world cosmos is honestly a card that shows a happy culmination, you coming to a point of feeling complete, of feeling very grateful for the fact that everything is going amazing in your love life, and feeling like you have all of the people and elements in your love life that you have always wanted and dreamt of. So group number 3, this is your pick a card part of your reading. So do make sure that you head down, okay, actually into the description box and move on to your zodiac signs segment of your 2021 prediction in order to receive a more detailed reading. So I'll catch you over there. Hello, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. So you chose this magnificent crystal oracle deck that you felt drawn towards. That may be because you love crystals or the colors. Either way, let's move into your 2021 prediction. So we have the lepidolite first. So in the lepidolite, I can see here that a lot about your love life can already be revealed and can be found in your dreams. So recall on your dreams, group number 4, and make sure that you're writing those down and paying close attention to them. Next, we have the citrine, and the citrine is all about bringing in the light, but it is also a stone that speaks of wealth as well as prosperity. So when it comes to your love life, linking up with somebody who comes from a wealthy background or has built their own wealth, is very self-made, is the type of vibe that I'm receiving here in the citrine. But let's move further into your reading. We have the red jasper. Now the red jasper calls on you to take action. This is a very forceful stone. Now you may think that this is like the same stone that we have over here, but this is actually the carnelian, but it looks so similar to the red jasper, and we have this very fiery energy that is being omitted, not only from the red jasper that showed up within your reading, but also from the surrounding elements and stone, which may be something that you connected with subconsciously without even realizing it. So do know here that there is a lot of fun coming towards you, a lot of change during 2021 in your love life, and a lot of times where you're taking action instead of waiting for something to come towards you or something to happen for you. Next, we have the malachite, and that's because you can feel that it is time for transformation. So group number 4, I can definitely see here within the malachite that you're going to feel exactly when the right moment has come to take action, either to chat somebody up, to get intimate with someone, to get physical with someone. And I can see in the malachite that instead of being afraid or waiting for someone to choose you, you are actively choosing for your love life. And I see here in the agate that that is something that brings you back to balance, okay? That is something that brings you to a place where you don't feel so much anymore like your love life is just up to coincidence, or, you know, up to whether the universe wants you to feel lucky or not. No, you actually feel like you're fully in control of your love life again during 2021, and like it is actively your decision who you choose, and not like you're just, you know, when you're on a sports team and you're being chosen almost last or actually last, and it's just up to other people to choose you, and you're just kind of like in their mercy as to whether they think that you are valuable to be on their team or not. So that is where I see things changing and you being the one doing the choosing, the picking. So you're no more worried that you will just be chosen last, or that you just have to go with the team or the person who is going to tolerate you or pick you last, but no, you feel like you're doing picking and you can be with the people who you actually want to be with. I see here in the Six of Wands that in a sense it's this culmination of you feeling like you finally want to move out of a box that you've been living in, and also like you finally want change that is giving you this confidence to do this, that is giving you this confidence to move out of just being like on the waiting list and hoping to be picked, but instead you actually doing the picking, group number 4. And I see here in the Two of Wands that decision making is your strength when it comes to love. So deciding exactly who is right for you, what situation is healthy for you to be in, and what situation is probably not the best. I see that you have this intuitive type of sixth sense to know who is a good person for you and who is toxic to you. So your picker is kind of on fire, group number 4. Then we have the Queen of Coins as well as the Ten of Swords. So group number 4, in the Queen of Coins, I can see that you are attracting somebody who is really good financially. Again, we already spoke about that in the citrine. So potentially like attracting somebody who comes from a wealthy background or has built a lot of wealth for themselves. And I see in the Queen of Coins that they have a great amount of feminine energy. Now that doesn't mean that they have to be female. We all have feminine and masculine energy within ourselves. So just know here in the Queen of Coins that this person has a lot of feminine energy that has allowed them to build this financial stability and freedom that they are enjoying. I see in the Ten of Swords that one of those elements that brings you together is the fact that you're kind of over life, how it's been. Okay, you can connect a lot on different topics that other people may not want to speak about. So this could, for instance, be different conspiracy theories. This could be diet. This could be just a lifestyle. And I see here in the Ten of Swords that that gives you a great kind of foot to start your relationship on, as you have a lot of shared interests that you felt like you didn't have with other people. Okay, so this person who is coming into your life romantically, who is like rather on the wealthy side, group number 4, is somebody who you have a lot in common with, and someone where you're going to just constantly in conversation say like, right, I've been wanting to mention this, I've been wanting to talk about this, but nobody gets me. So that is where I see that you two really connect, even if you are from different backgrounds, different social scenes. I see in the Ten of Swords that you are noticing that you're kind of sick of and done with a lot of the same topics, and you start to realize that you have so much more in common than you ever thought, which means that basically every human being has a lot more in common with that person next to them than they ever expected, but it can be hard to see that. Anyway, so group number 4, this is the reading that we've received so far for you. Do head down into the description box and click your zodiac sign in order to continue your 2021 love prediction and have it just be more personalized and more detailed. So I'll catch you over at your zodiac signs segment. Hello, all my beautiful Aries babies, and welcome to your zodiac prediction part of your 2021 love reading. So let's dive right into it to figure out what is happening for your sign specifically during the year of 2021 in love. So first and foremost, we have the Three of Autumn. So one thing that I can see here in the Three of Autumn is just the fact that listening to your heart, following your passions, is what is going to give you the most fulfilled love life possible. So I do want you to know here in the miniature poodle dog that your life purpose is best fulfilled by allowing your talents and true self to shine forth and out into the world. So the more you're really able to connect with who you are, who you've always meant to be, the more you're going to be able to attract the love that you desire. Next up, we have the King of Summer. So in the King of Summer, I see that the person who you're attracting into your love life is just like this penguin, a very warm-hearted, devoted, loving, as well as faithful person who is family-oriented, as you can see here. This is a trustworthy person or relationship that's entering your life, and you will receive very wise and compassionate advice from this person who speaks directly and from their heart. So this is the person who's coming into my Aries babies' lives during 2021 in love, and again, very family oriented, may also want their own family. Next up, we have the Lovers. So love is really like a big thing for you all, my Aries babies. The Lovers is all about true and long-lasting love finally finding its way into your life. So know in correspondence to the King of Summer that this is really something that shows that you're going to be fulfilled and that you may potentially find your soulmate. You may potentially find your twin flame, okay? So make sure that you follow your heart, okay? And that you make sure that you're only acting from a place of love, as love is something that is inevitably coming towards my Aries babies. Next, we have the Six of Winter. In the Six of Winter, we have this rescue cat. Now, I do want you to know that a challenge is coming to an end, just like with a rescue cat finally being adopted. You can breathe in, and it's kind of like a sigh of relief. So do know here that if you feel as though love has always been a bit of a wonky ride, just like this rescue cat sitting on this ship trying to find shore, you are going to get to that place where you feel more relaxed and where you feel like, oh, finally, my love life is where I want it to be. That's where it's important for you to let go of the past and to allow yourself to enjoy this new reality that is happening for you, all of my Aries babies, when it comes to your love life, okay? Feeling like love is a difficult topic or subject, that is something that is going to be a thing of the past, so leave it there. Next, we have the Moonstone. So the Moonstone corresponds to your crown chakra, and the Moonstone is one that not only connects you to your intuition, but also the moon cycles. In correspondence to the Penguin, also known as the King of Summer, and this family-oriented person that you're attracting into your life, all my Aries babies, I want you to know that this may be a time where you are thinking of family. You're thinking of adding a human baby or an animal baby. We did have a rescue cat within your reading, so expanding your family, expanding your love to not only a partner like we spoke about in the King of Summer, but also another living being is an interesting thought that's coming and going for you throughout 2021. I see here in the Unakite that it's important for you to follow your heart. The Unakite connects to your heart chakra, and all of my Aries babies, it is important for you to live in the present moment rather than allow experiences of the past and fears of the past to take over. And this rescue cat, just think about it, when you have a rescue animal, they can come with a ton of behavioral issues or emotional baggage, and that is because of what they've been through. So think of this analogy as something that you're going to use for yourself, but you're letting go, okay? Instead of allowing it to affect you in your new place, with your new owners, with this new shore that you've come to where you can breathe in and relax, instead of letting it still affect you, fears that you have surrounding love, you're completely letting go and just experiencing the new. I see here in the Zincite that it is really a time for you to feel your physical body, but also be in a very passionate relationship romantically, one where you feel like physical attraction is something that not only you really enjoy, but you really enjoy with like your partner together. So you're not just exploring your body alone, all of my Aries babies, you're doing so with your soulmate, with that forever lover. Next, we have the Peridot. So in the Peridot, I see a lot of teaching when it comes to love. So teaching what you like romantically, teaching another person how you like to be be treated, how you like to be touched, how you like to be held. But I do also see here in the peridot that love is really like teaching you a lesson in a sense as well. It's teaching you a very positive lesson, all my Aries babies. You're a very adventurous and pioneering sign of the zodiac, which is enthusiastic and confident. But sometimes you can also be very impulsive, and that is where your love life is teaching you to slow down, is teaching you to kind of like bring your dynamic self to a place where you can also chill and just enjoy love, and teaching you a new lesson about the fact that love doesn't have to be as it was up until this point, that fresh beginnings are possible, and that you finding this warm-hearted, kind, loving, faithful person is possible. Next up, we have the hematite as well as the fuchsite. So I can see here in the fuchsite that you are having a lot of moments of deep healing that occur during 2021 in your love life. So this person is really going to help you like believe in love again, and believe that faithful people do exist who truly care about you. And I see here in the hematite that that is really something that will require a lot of mental strength for you, because you're breaking an emotional pattern, maybe even an ancestral one that runs in your family. You know, maybe there have been abusive marriages and relationships that you are now like letting go of as one of the first, that you're now kind of like breaking the chain of. So I do see here in the fuchsite that this deep healing will require a lot of mental health and stability from you. But this person who you're meant to be with, this king of summer person who you're going to be with romantically, this soulmate kind of person, is going to facilitate some of that mental strength and be there for you during these hard times, be there for you during any difficult emotional situation that you're trying to overcome, in order to be able to just start life on a guilt-free and non-toxic pattern, to start your love life in a place that hasn't been explored maybe by anyone close to you, but that you know is right, that you know is the healthier option for you. So all of my Aries babies, I truly hope that this reading resonated with you and that it got you excited for your love life during 2021. Leave a little comment down below. Actually, why not leave a little penguin emoji down below to let me and others know that you made it to the end of your reading, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my beautiful Taurus babies of the world, and welcome to your personalized 2021 love prediction. So let's move into your reading to figure out what's coming towards you in love. So we have the Three of Winter first and foremost. I see here in the Three of Winter that it's important for you to remind yourself that you don't have to be alone. Even if love is leaving you in a spot where you're single, where you feel as though you wish you had a romantic partner to kind of like just lean on, remind yourself that friends and family are here for a reason, and that you don't have to endure anything or go through anything all by yourself. And it's okay for you to take a little bit of time to heal, or to lean on somebody else when you feel like you need to ask for help. You would be surprised by how many people are not only willing to be your shoulder to cry on, but want to, because you've done the same for them at any given time. Next, we have Unity. Now in Unity, I can see here that this is a time for deep spiritual growth, okay? 2021 is not a year where any of my Taurus babies are going to be with someone who is shallow. I see here like you are going to be almost like a mentor and a teacher in a sense when it comes to love. I see that as a Taurus baby, anyone who you are going to be with is someone who understands also how important it is to grow spiritually, how important it is to look into different topics of conversations and not just rely on what mainstream media tells you. So that is where I can see in Unity that that is an important part of your love life. Next up, we have the Princess of Winter. So all of my Taurus babies, you're going to meet somebody who is just like the Princess of Winter. And the Princess of Winter is logical, curious, truthful as well as undiplomatic. So I do want you to know here that the Princess of Winter is somebody who is very smart, somebody who is very eloquent, and is going to put any helpful or useful information forth in a very blunt way without being too concerned about emotional things or hurting other people's feelings. So do know here in the Princess of Winter that this person is most likely a fire or an air sign, and they're the type of person who is going to tell you very directly whether they like something or not. But I do see here that for all of my very patient and reliable Taurus babies, because you have a very warm-hearted nature, being with somebody who others deem to be maybe at times very cold or very blunt is something that brings balance and a healthy dynamic into the relationship, and also brings more movement into the relationship, because as a Taurus baby, you can sometimes tend to be a little bit stagnant or a little bit hard to get out of your comfort zone. I see here in the butterfly spirit that your love life is going to have a big transformation. It's going to be revamped, and I do see here in the butterfly spirit that this type of transformation is going to end up leaving you feel like 2021 really helped with your love life, and it's really been a year that allowed for your love life to grow and to blossom. I see in the armadillo spirit that you are setting boundaries, healthy boundaries during 2021 that are much needed, because as a Taurus baby, because you're somebody who can be a little bit possessive about what's theirs and people who you consider to be yours, so people who are just very close to you, who you care about, you can be the type of person that gets taken advantage of due to this character trait. But I see here in the armadillo spirit that you're ensuring that people can't take advantage of your emotions anymore, and the fact that you are highly connected to your feminine and spiritual side. I see here in the starfish spirit that opens you up to infinite possibility and kind of infinite potential, because the less vulnerable that you are to other people's nonsense, the more time you can really spend on not just your life in general, but also your love life, and enjoying it and living it, and being in a space where you can spend as much time as possible with the Princess of Winter, which is someone who is inevitably coming into your life in the romantic sense, who you're going to want to spend a lot of time with. So while others may try to come in between your relationship, setting those boundaries, like we spoke about in the armadillo spirit, will help protect you not only emotionally but also romantically. I see in the Ace of Coins for all of my Taurus babies that when it comes to your career, when it comes to building wealth, you're starting up like a new business, a new venture, and that is one thing that's going to affect your romantic life. Let's see exactly how. See here in the Tower that that's going to be hard for your partner to deal with. Now, all of my Taurus babies, yes, you can be difficult to get out of your comfort zone, but once you get going, once you get moving, that is when you can be very stubborn when it comes to kind of just taking it down a notch and making sure that there's enough time for other people and not just your career, not just making money, creating financial stability. So that is where in the Tower, I definitely see that there is a little bit of danger for your work to come before your relationship and before your love life, and thus make the person who you're with very jealous or feel like you're not spending enough time with them. I see here in the Six of Cups that the very logical response to this, the very logical resolution to not allow that to break your relationship with the Princess of Winter is to, of course, spend more time with them, prioritize them. That is where I see here in the Six of Cups that it's important for you to make them feel as though they are at all times able to talk to you, to call you, to reach out to you when they need you, as it is very important for them that you're not like there at their beck and call every second, but that they can really count on you when they need a little bit of attention or a little bit of love or someone who listens to them. I see here in the Queen of Swords that we're receiving this confirmation for all my Taurus babies of the person who you're going to be with romantically actually being an air sign. We spoke about an air or a fire sign. Either way, a very masculine sign, and the Queen of Swords is just that. The Queen of Swords is basically like a more mature version of the Princess of Winter. This is somebody who is very logical, very truthful, very independent, and also just someone who isn't afraid to say the truth, even if words may cut deep. Now, you are the type of person who understands them and gets them, but when it comes to your friends and family, they can take this person's words the wrong way, which is where you mediating is important. I see here in the Knight of Wands as well as the Five of Wands that being in this passionate relationship keeps you on your toes, and I want you to know here in the Knight of Wands that this gives you energy that is very quick-witted, that is more confident, more enthusiastic, and moves you a little bit out of the slow Taurus mode and more into this kind of Wands energy, which is fire energy, that actually gets you moving, that actually gets you competing with the best. So this person will really give you that confidence that you need for your career. They'll tell you that you can accomplish anything that you want. They're going to back you up, but they want you in return to not always put your career and your business ventures first, but to also sometimes prioritize them, especially when they need you to be there. So all of my Taurus babies, don't forget that, as that is something that can cause friction, which is what we discovered in the Tower. But all my Taurus babies, this is the reading that I received for you in regards to your love life during the year of 2021. I hope that you found this reading insightful. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello all my Gemini babies, and welcome to your 2021 love prediction. So I'm gonna get straight into it. Well, all you need to do is enjoy this continuation of your 2021 love reading. So first and foremost, we have the Knave of Cups. So I see here that the Knave of Cups is the type of person who is coming into your life romantically during the year of 2021. So the Knave of Cups is somebody who is very loving. This person can be emotional. They're intuitive and also very protective over you. That is one thing that I see in the Knave of Cups. Furthermore, in the Ten of Cups, I see that this person is bringing all of my Gemini babies up, a feeling of being loved, a feeling of being in the right relationship. So do know here that the person represented in the Knave of Cups is the type of person who is going to make you feel like you're with your soulmate, like you're with your twin flame, and like you can live out your truth with them. So do know that the Ten of Cups is one of the most favorable cards really when it comes to love, and the fact that this showed up right after the Knave of Cups is a clear indication that somebody is going to make all my Gemini babies very happy during the year 2021. So next up we have the Queen of Coins. So in the Queen of Coins, I can see that finances is really something that you're looking at from a very mature point of view. Your finances concern you. They are kind of like maybe a point of discussion with the Knave of Cups, but you're resolving it in the most efficient and effective way. So whether that's moving in together, living together, or deciding who is going to pay for what, I see here in the Queen of Coins that you're able to resolve that very easily. In the Three of Cups, one thing that I see is that your life motto, all of my Gemini babies, and your love life during 2021 is to live in the moment and not use any time for petty fights or petty arguments whatsoever. As I see here in the Nine of Wands that you both feel like life is way too short, so you and your lover are very much like on the living in the moment train, are very much just interested in being mindful and being in the now. So resentment is something that doesn't build up during 2021. It could be because it's like a new romance, because you are in the honeymoon phase with this person, but it could of course also just be the fact that you two are maturing and spiritually growing into being these people together. Next, we have the Blue Lace Agate. So in the Blue Lace Agate, I do see here that your throat chakra is being asked to be freed, okay? All of my Gemini babies, you're already very great at communicating. You're a very versatile kind of person, but I do see here in the blue lace agate that communication is key with this person, and it is important for you to be honest and not just basically say what you think that they want to hear out of fear of hurting them. I see here in the dioptase that sometimes when you are trying to talk to this person, romantically speaking, you feel as though it's hard for you to move into a new direction. So maybe telling them like what it is that you want to do next, what you want to experience next. I can see that there can be a little element of shame, a little element of not wanting to ruin everything that you have, not wanting to ruin just how amazing your relationship is going by putting, for example, pressure on the relationship or asking for something more, especially if that is more commitment, like for example, marriage or going on to adopting an animal or having children together in some way, shape, or form. So I do see here in the dioptase that it can be hard for you to say exactly what direction you want to move into because your love life is just in such an amazing, awesome place with this Knave of Cups person. Next, we have the Butterfly Spirit. So this transformation that your love life is going through is really a beautiful one, all my Gemini babies, and it is one that is highly liberating. So you've most likely never experienced these feelings before, and you feel as though you're finally on the receiving end. Next, we have the Beaver Spirit. Now in the Beaver Spirit, I see here that you're creating the foundation of your romantic relationship during 2021, and it's important for you to lay a solid foundation. It's important for you to make sure that you're not only saying what it is that you want in the near future, but also 5 or 10 years from now. Even if you feel a little scared of how they're going to react, that is important. I see in the Beaver Spirit that is going to be the foundation, the basis of your relationship, and the more open you are now, or should I say during 2021, the more you're going to be able to really enjoy the relationship without feeling like there are things that you kept hidden or things that you maybe have not quite covered just yet, all my Gemini babies. So be very open, be very honest. Next, we have the Eagle Spirit. Now, the Eagle Spirit confirms that your spirit guides have your back. Your spirit guides would not send somebody into your life who is so perfect, who is so understanding and gives you this feeling of finally winning in love if they weren't somebody who completely understood what you want and was on the same wavelength. So all of my Gemini babies, don't worry so much and instead just enjoy your love life during 2021. Last but not least, we have the Panther Spirit. So all of my Gemini babies, if this relationship feels so new and so foreign to you because maybe in past relationships you just weren't treated the way that you know you deserve to be treated, do know here that during 2021 with this Knave of Cups person who you're going to be romantically fulfilled with, you're going to reclaim your power. Your love life is going to feel like you are now the master of it again. The Panther Spirit corresponds to the number 44, which is a master number, and it shows that there is not only a certain element of power that is in love available to you, but also a certain element of power when it comes to reclaiming your romantic power, reclaiming just how influential that you are in the relationship. So it's really going to feel as though you're the more powerful one during 2021 in your romantic relationship, and that's going to be strange and odd at first, but you're going to understand that it's most likely healthy just because you want to lay a solid foundation for the future, and you being the one who is maybe a bit more powerful, maybe a bit more mature financially, also when it comes to planning, allows for the relationship to be built upon a foundation that is solid and will last in the long term. So all of my Gemini babies, this is the reading that I received for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it to the end, make sure that you leave a little comment down below letting me know what hit home for you and what you're looking forward to. Also, let me know whether you like this type of very interactive style video, and I'll catch you in another one of my readings. Hello, all of my Cancerians of the world, and welcome to your 2021 love prediction, now based on your zodiac sign. So I'm going to get straight into your reading. All you need to do is continue to enjoy this personalized approach. First and foremost, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so all of my fellow Cancerians, in the Knight of Cups, I see an absolute snack coming towards you. I see an absolute gem when it comes to love, because in the Knight of Cups, I see that they completely relate to how emotional and loving that you are. But the Knight of Cups could, of course, just be a big part of your energy that's shining through, because the Knight of Cups is the Knight of Water. And being a Cancerian, you are a water sign that has a very potent and strong energy, especially very intuitive energy. Let's figure out more about this Knight of Cups and what relation this person or this spirit has to your life, and whether this is basically your energy that's overpowering the reading. Let's figure out exactly what's up next. We have the Queen of Swords. So we do in fact have a situation where the Knight of Cups is really an indication that your love life during the year 2021 is going to evolve around you and your needs. The Queen of Swords is someone who's going to have a big impact on your love life. This is potentially going to be a lover who you're going to be seeing for a few months or even the greater part of 2021. And the Queen of Swords is somebody who is strong, who is independent, and will say it like it is. And the Knight of Cups as well as the Queen of Swords is a great combination when they're in a place where they're open with one another and there isn't like a power struggle. I see here in the Knave of Coins that when it comes to love, okay, there's going to be more than one option for you, all of my Cancerians. We have the Queen of Swords, we also have the Knave of Coins, and potentially even a third option in the Knight of Cups. So there are a lot of different romantic options available for you during 2021. You're very desirable in the year 2021, and a lot of people are kind of fighting for your attention and your love. Next, we have the Nine of Coins. So you're really in a position of power. You're in a position where you are able to choose exactly who it is that you want, whether you want somebody who is more grounded and has more earthy energy, or someone who is outspoken, witty, and very charismatic. You get to choose, because the options are bountiful and the options are plenty for all of my fellow Cancerians. So do know that your love life is really booming with people, booming with potential relationships, and this is something to look forward to. I see in the Moonstone that your love life shifts according to the moon's cycles, but the moon cycles affects you very greatly, because as a Cancerian, you are also ruled by the moon. So do know here that shifts in the moon equate to shifts in your love life. So pay attention to the lunar cycles, celestial events during 2021. I see in the Green Aventurine that your heart chakra is coming up with all of these new opportunities. So really where you being so attractive is coming from for 2021 is because of your heart chakra opening and finally being back in alignment. All of my beautiful Cancerians, you may have been completely out of alignment with your heart chakra for 2020. It may just be because it was a weird or difficult, strange year for you. But I see here in the Aventurine that the opening and realignment of your heart chakra is actually bringing you new opportunities, is actually what is allowing you to attract more people romantically. I see in the Cinnabar as well as the Aquamarine that courage is something that you need in order to not allow it to affect your business. Courage to also just cut people off. As a Cancerian, that can be hard, especially once you've kind of become emotionally invested in someone. It can be very difficult to just tell them that maybe they're not quite the one, or maybe you're seeing somebody else who you just get along with a teeny bit better. So that is where your throat chakra comes into play, and you have to make sure that you are being truthful and that you're not hiding things or trying to please everybody at once, and then you're losing that one person who you actually wanted just because you're trying to be nice to everybody. I see here in the Cinnabar that it is also going to affect your business if you don't remain honest and say what it is that you want and who it is that you want. So playing games does not work for all of my Cancerians. It is just something that's going to go left. It's something that you're not going to be able to sustain or keep up for very long because you're just not a good player. You're just somebody who, once they get emotionally invested, that's it. Like, you're invested. It's hard for you to play with a lot of people's hearts at the same time. It's just not in your nature. Keep that in mind and do not try to do anything, okay, to play any games that aren't in your nature. Next, we have the Eight of Summer. So in the Eight of Summer, I can definitely see here that you're going to build a life with the person who you choose, or a future with the person who you choose, that feels a lot more exciting than what's going on for you right now. So I see that you both kind of like have a dream of what the future may look like. That may be moving to a completely another country, moving to another business venture, just creating a life that is maybe like really financially free. I see in the Eight of Summer that you're able to plan that and actually carefully put together the next steps that you need to take with this lover. Last but not least, we have the Nine of Spring, which corresponds to the gazelle. So in the Nine of Spring, I want you to know here that through hard work and focusing on your business, you're creating something really impressive and worthy of protection, which is one thing that the universe wants you to look out for when you're choosing between these different people and options that you have romantically, all my Cancerians. It's important for you not to worry about whether you're hurting somebody, not to worry about whether you're making a choice that you will later regret, and instead go with the person who you know is going to respect you and who you absolutely felt like from the start really drawn to, who you absolutely loved when it came to an emotional basis, okay, when it came to how you like them as a person, not their looks, not their job, not their resume, but really what you felt for them. As I do see here in the Nine of Spring, that if you do decide to tie the knot to get married, it will be very important for you to get a prenup, all my Cancerians, because your business is an important part, and it's something where you're building a lot of wealth, you're amassing more assets, and you have to protect those, and you have to make sure that you do that while you're on good terms with a person, and that you pick somebody who you know is not jealous of your earthly success, all my Cancerians. So you do have a lot to think about, but in a sense, there's also not that much for you to reflect on, as choosing your lover, your partner intuitively is really the best bet for you during 2021, as these people are basically just fighting over you, all my Cancerians. So I truly hope that you enjoyed your reading. I hope that you found this interactive type of video really insightful and fun. Let me know down below in the comment section, while also leaving a little crab emoji down below to let me and others know that you made it to the end and that you are a proud crab baby, and I will catch you in another one of my readings. Hello, all my beautiful Leo babies of the world, and welcome to your Zodiac prediction for 2021. So let's figure out what's coming towards you in love. We have the Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups, as well as the Ace of Swords. So all of my Leo babies, I can see here in the Nine of Cups that when it comes to love, you're going to feel good about your love life, okay? You're going to feel as everything that you've ever wanted has culminated and come together. I see here in the Ace of Swords that when it comes to your love life, you're in a place where you really need a little bit of a rock. You need somebody to lean on. And I see in the Four of Swords that that is exactly exactly what you're going to be provided with and why you feel so good about your love life during 2021, because there is someone here who you can count on. There is someone here who you can rely on. So let's move a little further into your reading to get more details about this situation or situationship and this person. We have Death as well as the Two of Cups. So I can definitely see here that there will first be a lot of change before love comes into your life. So I do want you to know that that is the meaning behind a Death and the Two of Cups card. The Two of Cups card is a card that foreshadows romantic relationships, okay, romantic connections, and of course death is a situation where something is coming to an end and you're going to have to start something from the beginning again. So I can definitely see here that lots of changes need to happen before you're ready to receive romantic love, but romantic love is inevitably here. Romantic love is inevitably coming. So when this big change happens, whether that is ending a situationship that you're currently in or changing jobs, moving to a different city or a different part of town, I can see that you're going to understand exactly why that happened for you, and the fact that love comes into your life shortly after is going to just be like that confirmation that you need to know that you made the right choice. Next, in the hematite, I do see that all of my Leo babies, for your love life, you're going to need a little bit of mental strength during this time. In the Death card as well as the Ace of Swords, where you're going to have to get used to this new normal, okay? You're going to have to learn to be okay in a situation that you're not used to, in a situation that you didn't expect or didn't want, but that is happening regardless, and to just know that in the end everything is going to be fine. That is what's going to be difficult for you to mentally deal with. So we have a few cards that popped out of the pile that clearly want to speak. So let's figure out exactly what those cards are, all my beautiful Leo babies. We have the Amethyst up here, and the Amethyst is a card that connects with your third eye chakra as well as your intuition. Well, it's not just a card that does that. It is the stone itself that does that as well. So I do want you to know here in the Amethyst that your intuition is going to guide you and bring you to this person that makes you feel heard, that makes you feel supported and like you have that shoulder to lean on. I see here in conjunction to the ruby, which is the crystal that we have represented in this card down here, that there's going to be a very passionate relationship that is available for you and that just works really well with your Leo energy. As a Leo, you are somebody who is very faithful and loving as well as warm-hearted, and those are all traits that often come with a lot of passion as well when you care for somebody. So I do see here in the Sarasite that any romantic relationship that you're in, all of my Leo babies, is going to involve some traveling. So that person isn't exactly going to live next door. It may even be like a long distance relationship for a long time, as I can see here in conjunction to the Two of Cups, that you're going to feel a little bit like homesick, if you will, and homesick for this person who's coming into your life, homesick for this lover, all of my Leo babies, because they are a little further away and you're not able to access them physically as quickly as you would like to. I see here in the fluorite that again we have a crystal that is connected to your third eye chakra, that is connected to your intuition and your sixth sense, and the fluorite is a stone that is communicating that your spirit guides can help you through this difficult time, whether it be the big fundamental changes that are first coming prior to your lover arriving in your life, or whether it has to do with this long distance situation. I can see in the fluorite that feeling supported and also seeing synchronicities is something that can help you continue to believe in the fact that you're going to last, that this love is something that has longevity, and it's going to kind of like give you the strength to continue on with your long distance relationship during 2021 until you can find together. As I can see here in the 9 of Cups, that this is just a temporary thing. The end is in sight. Okay, so the end is in the end of the long distance thing and the beginning of living together, being closer to one another. That is something that you're working towards with this partner, and it is really just like a great change and a great trait that they have about them, that you can lean on them, count on them, and that new ideas are always welcome, that you're kind of brainstorming with one another how you can make the relationship work until you're really like physically together and not in a long distance situation. So yes, it will take some mental strength, but thankfully you have, you know, your phone, you have different means of communication, of video calling, voice chatting, anything that you would like to do in order to bridge this time until the big change happens, which is positive change. We already discussed that in the Death card, such as you, for example, quitting a job and moving closer to them, or quitting a current lease on an apartment, or selling your house and purchasing a home or renting a home somewhere else where you can be with your lover together. And, you know, vice versa, them also having big changes taking place in their life in order for you to be able to come together as a couple and to live together, to be together, to do life with one another. So all of my beautiful Leos, I truly hope that you enjoyed this reading and that you found it insightful. Let me know down below in the comment section what you thought of this very interactive type of reading and video, and I will catch you in another one of my creations. Hello all my Virgo babies, and welcome to your 2021 Zodiac love reading. So let's figure out what is coming towards your love life in the year of 2021. So we have the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, as well as the Justice card. So it is inevitably clear that the number 3 has an impact on all my Virgo babies' love life. So when you continuously see the number 3, know that this is a synchronicity that you're seeing in conjunction to your love life, and that speaks of the masculine energy in your love life that is important. So masculine energy is energy that entails a lot of movement, all my Virgo babies. So you being more of a feminine person means that in order to balance that out, just as we have here on the scale in the Justice card, you have a lot of masculine energy coming towards you, a lot of phallic energy. The 3 of Wands is the 3 of fire, whereas the 3 of Swords is basically the 3 of air, because the Wands corresponds to the element of fire and the Swords correspond to the element of air. I want you to know here in the 3 of Wands that there's a lot of movement happening, but it's really fun. So you going on adventures with a potential lover, you discovering new talents, new things that you didn't know how to do prior, so trying out lots of new things. And I see in the 3 of Swords also feeling mentally like this person actually stimulates you, feeling like this person is actually someone who you can speak to about real things and not have to have kind of like surface level conversation with. As a Virgo, you can be a little shy and you're also very modest, but at the same time, you're so analytical and intelligent that once you feel comfortable with somebody, like conversation is really important, which I see here in the 3 of Swords is kind of like the core of any romantic relationship coming into your life during 2021. I see here in the Jade that your heart chakra is opening up to you having good luck. So because you have kind of a positive outlook about love for 2021, you are therefore creating luck for your love life. I see here in the Sarasite that for all of my Virgo babies, any potential lover that you meet, it's going to involve some traveling. Okay, so this person is not from your neighborhood, they're not from very close by, they're maybe even from a whole nother place in this world, okay, so long distance to that extent, or from a place that is pretty far away from you. So I see here in the Sarasite that seeing one another is going to involve traveling, but once you're together, you're really just focused on having an amazing time and exploring one another's mindsets and one another's belief systems, and having intelligent conversation with one another. And your very feminine energy really complements their masculine energy that they're bringing to the table. I see in the Green Aventurine that being in a romantic relationship, or just love in general, for all of my Virgo babies, comes with a lot of great new opportunities. So 2021 is going to be unlike any other year romantically speaking, and is going to feel like almost a rebirth for you romantically, almost something that you never expected but has now become a possibility. So this new opportunity may be to be with a new type of person. So a new type of person is in a different social class, a different setting in their environment, because a lot of us are working from home, a lot of us are doing things remotely and in a different way. You may be open to online dating, which is why you're meeting somebody who is further away, but at the same time it's a whole new possibility. It's a whole new type of person that you wouldn't have met if it wasn't for these changes in the world and in your lifestyle. So let's move a little further into your reading. We have the Dragonfly Spirit next. Now the Dragonfly Spirit corresponds to the number 22, which is a master number, so look out in potential lovers for the number 22, as that may be a number that is very meaningful when it comes to their life path, okay? They may have this master number as their life path number. If you don't know what that is, I have a video on my channel about life path numbers and how you can calculate your own, so feel free to check that out. Furthermore, in the Dragonfly Spirit, I can definitely see here that you being in a romantic relationship, that any romantic relationship that you would be in, all my Virgo babies, is one that is based on being very honest, being very real and truthful. I see here in the Pig Spirit that there is going to be absolutely no room for you to have any type of like casual, meaningless small talk, as I can see that your Virgo nature just doesn't really allow for you to be with somebody who is kind of wishy-washy, okay? To be with somebody who doesn't want to entertain real mature conversation. You're an old soul, and I see here in the Pig Spirit that you want to use your mind wisely. You want to make sure that you're with somebody who you can express that side of yourself with without having to feel like you're intimidating them. Next up, we have the Fluorite. So in the Fluorite, I see that your spirit guides are bringing you to this lover, and in conjunction to the Three of Swords as well as the Three of Wands, it's clear that these numbers may be synchronicities that show up for you. So seeing the number 3 or 33 over and over again, whether it be on like a bumper sticker of a car, or for example a house number, just generally speaking, seeing this number 3, this synchronicity with 3, is your spirit guides trying to communicate with you. So see it as that next time you see the number 33. And last but not least, we have the Rose Quartz, which just culminates the whole meaning of the number 3 for you, all my Virgo babies, in 2021, as being the number that leads you to love, being the number that leads you to romantic love, and being with that soulmate, with that twin flame and that forever partner. So take the number 3 very seriously for yourself, write it down and pay close attention to it, as it is going to guide you down your path towards real, mutual and respectful love. So all of my beautiful Virgo babies of the world, I hope that you enjoyed this very interactive type of reading. Let me know down below in the comment section what you thought of this video. Make sure that you give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in another one of my readings. Hello, all my beautiful Libra babies of the world, and welcome to your Zodiac love prediction. So I'm gonna get straight into your reading, while all you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy. first and foremost, we have the Knave of Cups. So all of my Libra babies, I do want you to know here in the Knave of Cups that we have somebody coming towards you who is very young, fun, and connected to their emotional side, okay? So they're the type of person who likes to be in their feels sometimes, and I see here in the Hierophant that they're the type of person who is still exploring different realms of spirituality and just spirituality in general, which is most likely what you're able to connect over with this person who's coming into your life in the year 2021. But let's see what else is up for you, all my beautiful Libras. Next, we have the Tower. So the Knave of Cups is most likely not going to be your forever person, okay, your soulmate or your twin flame. They may just be somebody who you're in a situationship with or who you're just talking to because you're getting along and conversation is very interesting. You're able to talk about spirituality, zodiac signs, numerology, tarot cards, but I do see here in the Tower that it's not really a forever relationship with this person. I see in the Three of Cups that the more time you spend with this person, the more you're going to realize that it's more of a friendship rather than a romantic situation, which is going to kind of like downgrade them from being a romantic interest to just being somebody who you like. Next up, we have the Nine of Swords. So in the Nine of Swords, I can definitely see that this is going to trigger you a little bit, all of my Libras. I see that while you're somebody who is very diplomatic, you also have a very romantic and charming side to you, and when you're not able to share that with another human being, or when yet again another person just doesn't fully fit and isn't really your soulmate or turns out to be someone who you'd rather just be friends with, it can really cause some anxiety and some fear in you and make you feel like you might never find the one. So that is where I see in the Nine of Swords that there can be a little bit of tension and anxiety that strikes, but it's important for you to keep in mind here in the Chariot to move forward strongly and with this person by your side as a friend who can encourage you rather than see this as a loss, okay? See this as a situation where you met somebody you thought it might be a romantic situation. It ended up not being that, but you kind of won a friend for life, okay? You won a friend that will be here past potential lovers and past people who you may meet that are just not quite it romantically speaking, and you'll be able to come back to them, to laugh with them, and to find support from this person. Next, we have the Spider Spirit. So all of my Libras, I can definitely see here in the Spider Spirit that friend zoning this person was the right choice, as you are then able to focus again on what you truly want in your love life and not feel so confused. Next, we have the Dolphin Spirit, which allows me to see here that for 2021, your love life is going to be full of different like contradictions, if you will, okay? And as human beings, we are walking, talking contradictions, but I definitely see that your love life is going to be filled with a lot of different things that contradict themselves but are true. Saying that you wouldn't want to be friends with an ex, but then this person who you friend zone still ending up being actually a very close friend. So I can definitely see that you're just going to learn to treat everybody as an individual rather than saying that, oh, well, I'm just being like a hypocrite, so I have to see things black and white. I can see in the Wolf Spirit that you're turning all of this knowledge that you're collecting into wisdom, and it is really something that puts you ahead of the game and ahead of the curve. And I see in the Ant Spirit that you are able to meet lots of new people, whether that is like a forever lover, whether that is a soulmate. We have still to find that out, but I can definitely see here that collaborating and talking to others is what you're doing a lot of during 2021 romantically, but you're also healing. You're also taking time to just let yourself explore and have fun, not putting pressure on anything is what I see really being like the main thing that you're trying to do in love, because This situationship with the Knave of Cups, all of my Libra babies, is going to teach you a valuable lesson that you can't force anything and that it's best to just allow for things to flow. I see here in the Lion spirit that you're very generous when it comes to your wisdom, okay? And you're going to be that person that gives other people advice. You're going to be that person that shows other people that it's okay to be single, like it's okay to try something out romantically and for it to maybe not end up in marriage or not end up being a soulmate relationship, and to still push forward and to still be open-minded. So all of my Libra babies, I can definitely see here that in the Knave of Cups, you're meeting somebody who you have strong feelings for, but they may not be that person who you want to be in a romantic relationship with. But don't feel as though this is a negative thing, because often people's marriages do not last longer than this relationship that I see that you are going to have with the Knave of Cups, okay? So this is like a forever friend. This is a soulmate in a platonic sense, not in a romantic one, but in a platonic sense. And no matter who comes along after you have established this friendship, this person is going to be around to support you. They're going to be around for you to be able to talk to them and have fun with. And this is really an invaluable relationship that is establishing itself for you during 2021. When it comes to love, I definitely see that romantic love is something that you might find in a lasting sense at the end of 2021, after you've taken time to heal, after you've taken time to just allow yourself to know that it's okay for things to contradict themselves in your life, and when you're not seeing things so black and white. And in conjunction to the Three of Cups, I see that that person or that romantic interest that you may find that could be a soulmate at the end of 2021 is someone who you're going to meet at a party, at a get-together, just in a place where you're collaborating with a lot of other people, talking to a lot of people, meeting a lot of different people once you've healed. And they're going to be very much drawn to your generous spirit and the fact that you don't judge, you're just nice to everybody. That is one thing that's important to you that I see here in the Lion spirit, that your future lover finds to be really, really attractive in you. So never forget that, all of my beautiful Libras. That is one thing that makes you attractive and beautiful, and continue to express that. Continue to be yourself and look forward to this romance turned really amazing like friend, really amazing person to talk to, who can give you stability moving forward in your pursuit to a soulmate, to a twin flame. So all of my beautiful Libras of the world, this is the reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed my honesty, that you appreciated this reading, and that you like this interactive style video. Leave a little comment down below in the comment section to let me know, and I'll see you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my beautiful Scorpios of the world, and welcome to your Zodiac 2021 love life prediction. So let's get right into it, so we can figure out what's coming towards you. So first and foremost, we have the Justice card. So all of my beautiful Scorpios, I can see here in Justice that your very determined attitude that you have as a Scorpio, while being very intuitive, is going to allow you to feel as though balance is something that you're creating in your love life, which is really important for Scorpio to be in a place where they can use their force for good rather than for kind of like a bit more obsessive behavior, as Scorpio often struggles with that a little bit. Next, we have the King of Wands. So in the King of Wands, I can see here that for all of my Scorpio babies, we have this person coming into your life that is going to be romantically interesting. The King of Wands is somebody who is mature. This is somebody who is passionate, somebody who loves love, is a very romantic person, and a powerful person at the same time. So when it comes to their career, they take that very seriously, and they are taken seriously by other people. So let's see what else is up in conjunction to the King of Wands. I see in the aquamarine that it's going to take a lot of courage of them to be able to talk to you, to get in contact with you. So while the King of Wands seems to be this person who has everything under control and everything going for them to the outside world, I see here in the aquamarine that making contact with you is something that they're really worried about, because they're worried about rejection, okay? They're worried that you won't like them. I see here in the rutilated quartz that another thing that concerns them is their home, because you may not be able to meet in person as much as you would like to, or some stores or restaurants might not be operating as they usually would. You may have to meet up with them at home. And I see that the King of Wands is a little self-conscious with you around all of my Scorpios, not because of anything that you're doing, but because they are really into you and they don't want to mess it up. And that is where I can see here in Justice that this kind of like very self-confident energy that you're putting forth during 2021 is something that can scare people away who aren't already as confident off the get-go as the King of Wands is. Next, we have the Labradorite. So in the Labradorite, I can see a strong connection to your third eye chakra. The Labradorite is a stone that allows you to access your psychic abilities that you maybe didn't even know of prior to 2021. So all of my beautiful Scorpio babies, do know here that your love life is going to be affected by your sixth sense, by your psychic abilities, even if those are still yet to be discovered by you is what I meant to say. Do know that they have a strong impact on your love life during 2021, as you already feel things before they happen. You already know whether a relationship is going somewhere or not based on your intuition, based on your psychic ability. And again, just to emphasize this, all my Scorpio babies, you may not even be aware of these abilities, but that doesn't mean that they're not still working for you. Next, we have the Buffalo Spirit. So all my Scorpio babies, in the Buffalo Spirit, I can see here that the universe is providing love. The universe is providing love in the King of Wands, but is also providing love in other ways. Let's see exactly which ones. So in very small ways, you are being called to tend to the little things, to pay attention to the little details, such as, for example, what we spoke about here in the rutilated quartz and the King of Wands, potentially feeling very self-conscious about their home, just because they can feel that as a Scorpio, you like things to be beautiful. You can be a little bit of a perfectionist. You can have a little bit of this obsessive streak within you. But I do see here in the rutilated quartz that they will make an effort to make you feel comfortable, and they will make an effort to make things feel like home. And that is where in the Mouse Spirit that you're being called to really pay attention to the little details and the little efforts that people put in that show that they care about you, that they love you, and that they want you to feel comfortable. Next, we have the Deer Spirit. So all of my Scorpio babies in the Deer Spirit, being gentle is literally 2021 in a nutshell when it comes to your love life. Not being so hard on yourself or a potential lover, just love in general, and being a lot more chill about love, because as a Scorpio, you can have very intense energy, and paired with the fact that a lot of people find you hard to read and mysterious, even though you're literally just being open and honest and being yourself, a lot of people still find you hard to read for some reason. I see in the Deer Spirit that you finally kind of like found your inner peace, and 2021 is more of a chill year when it comes to love. Next, we have the Crow Spirit. So all of my Scorpios, I see that when it comes to creating the love life that you desire, a love life that you really feel satisfied with, you're doing that with the universe. So creating a goal board is something that can help you manifest love a lot more quickly, but also just allow you to keep your eye on the prize, to keep your eye on what it is that you desire. Then we have the 10 of Wands as well as the 3 of Wands. So all of my Scorpio babies, I do want you to know that 2021 is a year that is filled with a lot of masculine energy that is coming from this lover here in the King of Wands. This person has fire sign energy. This person has masculine energy. In the Three of Wands, I see that you're going to go on adventures with this person. So think hiking, think going to different places that you haven't been before, visiting new cities, new parts of nature. And in the Ten of Wands, I can definitely see here that they're going to push you to your limit. So if it's a hike, it's going to be something that takes a long time, okay? You're going to come back feeling tired but accomplished. If it is, for example, doing something together such as watching movies, like it's going to be a movie marathon. I see here that the King of Wands brings a certain intensity to the table for you romantically that leaves you feeling tired but fulfilled. The same goes for your romantic life, okay? For being physical with them, it's going to be like, wow, that was a lot. I'm really sweaty, but it's going to be like so good, okay? So I do want you to know here that when it comes to romantic love, all of my Scorpio babies, you have a really great candidate that's coming into your life during 2021, and just overall it's a very favorable year for love. You have someone that you can have a soulmate connection with that is available for you during the upcoming year or present year, depending on when you're watching this love reading. So all of my Scorpio babies, I hope that you enjoyed this reading and this very interactive type of video. Let me know down below in the comment section what hit home for you, what you enjoyed most, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello all my Sagittarius babies, and welcome to your 2021 love prediction. So I'm gonna get straight into it. Well, all you need to do is continue watching. So first and foremost, we have the Phrenite. So in the Phrenite, I can see here that you're going to have to declutter in order for new love to be able to come in. So declutter any ties that you still have to ex-lovers, even if it's, you know, that person where you sometimes go and check their profile photo and you're trying to see what they're up to. In the Phrenite, I see that you have to cut loose of any ties that you still hold emotionally to literally anyone who you did not end up having a romantic relationship with that was successful. I see here in the Death card that you really just have to like sever those bonds, sever those ties. That's how you're starting off 2021, all of my beautiful Sagittarius babies. You need to rid yourself of all of that baggage that you've been carrying around with you. Otherwise, you will not be able to move forward in love. Next, we have the Four of Wands. So in the Four of Wands, I can see that once you have severed those ties and really just emotionally let go of people who you just weren't meant to be with, I can see that you can create new stability and a new passionate relationship that isn't only fun and isn't only like really satisfying both romantically but also in a way intellectually, but you will also feel like this new relationship is one that is actually really secure. So not just fun, but someone who's actually there for you. We have the Queen of Coins next, and all of my Sagittarius babies, the Queen of Coins is somebody who has feminine energy, but that doesn't mean that this is like a man or a woman specifically. This just means that this person is all about dreaming, all about goal setting, manifesting, and they're the type of person that likes to plan ahead. Being the Queen of Coins, this person is really good with their finances and most likely also in a fortunate financial situation. And they have gotten into that situation by chance, but also by being very smart and mature with their spending habits. I see in the Nine of Coins that the relationship that you're meant to be in is one that is financially abundant and financially stable. The Queen of Coins is somebody who can not only provide you with that, but also kind of help you become more independent in the financial realm. I see here in the Devil that it can be very tempting to get lazy with the person that you're going to be involved with romantically because they are already stable, okay? They already have a career that could support you as well. So that kind of makes you feel like, oh, well, you know, do I really have to put in this effort? Do I really have to try so hard? But that is where I can see here in the Queen of Coins as well as the Nine of Coins that it's important for you to learn from from this person who is really great with money, who is most likely also like an entrepreneur who makes a good salary every year. So all of my Sagittarius babies, learn from this person. They have invaluable information for you, rather than feel like, what's the point in being successful? I'll never be more successful than them. So that is where I see in the Devil that there's a bit of a competitive edge for you here when it comes to your romantic life, and a bit of a situation where you can be tempted into just taking the lazy route. Next, we have the Coyote spirit. So in the Coyote spirit, I can see here that when it comes to your love life, you're taking some divine detours, all my Sagittarius babies. So you're not going straight to this lover that you're meant to be with. As we spoke about in the Friendite as well as the Death card, you first have to declutter. You first have to let go. And why this is a divine detour is because once you have let go, you will be able to fully live in your new relationship with, you know, your sugar daddy, your sugar mama kind of person here who is very successful. But yeah, also I can see that you're not going to allow any past emotional situations or patterns to interfere with this person who you want a fresh beginning with, who you really want to learn from and to grow with. And that's going to help you not feel so much like just taking the easy route and leaning back, but instead understanding that it's really important for you to not lose yourself just because you're with somebody who is very successful. I see here in the Fox spirit that thinking on your feet is something that's going to come very soon in the relationship, okay, very rapidly, the more you spend time with the Queen of Coins, because you are learning this person's ways. You're learning how you can turn everything into a opportunity, into a business opportunity. You're learning to see the glass as half full instead of half empty, and you're able to kind of like not only be romantically really involved with this person and feel comfortable, but also feel comfortable to share business ideas with them and potentially work together with this partner of yours. Next, we have the Buffalo spirit. I see in the Buffalo spirit that the universe is going to provide you with everything that you need, and it could also be seen like this partner who you're going to be with romantically is just one of those things that the universe provided you with, okay? They provided you with this person to learn and maybe also to have financial backing when starting a project, when starting a business venture, because they believe in you. Maybe they want to invest into your venture rather than you having some stranger invest into your dreams, but then having to like pay them back the money with interest and so on and so forth. I can see in the Buffalo spirit that you're going to have everything that you need in order to start out your own career, your own business venture. Next, we have the Moth spirit, and that is where all my Sagittarius babies, you're going to have to step away from your pride, and you're going to have to just surrender to the fact that your love life might be a little intimidating at first, because you're going to be with somebody who is more mature, who has quote unquote accomplished more than you financially and professionally, but you're going to have to just step away from seeing that as competition, step away from kind of letting your ego get the best of you, and remind yourself that this is a fantastic and really valuable opportunity where you're able to grow with somebody and where you're able to be with somebody who you can learn from, where it's not always just you working with someone and helping them, where you're not always picking up projects, but you are finally like the one who is able to gain value and wisdom and knowledge from a romantic partner. So all of my beautiful Sagittarius babies, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful and that you like this very interactive type of content. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my Capricorn babies, and welcome to your 2021 Zodiac prediction. So I'm gonna get straight into it. All you need to do is lean back, relax, and enjoy this reading that was created for you. So we have the dioptase first, and I can see here that for all of my Capricorn babies, you are being given direction in your love life. So you may be in a situation where you're with somebody who is a little bit bossy or just likes to be bossy romantically in the bedroom, if you know what I mean, all my little Capricorn babies. Next up, we have the lepidolite, and I see that it takes a lot of trust for you to allow yourself to be in this space where they take the lead and where they give you direction. So I can definitely see here in the lepidolite that any romantic relationship or situationship is going to be built on trust first, and trust is something that is going to need to be earned by them, okay? That is not something that you're just giving out, because as a Capricorn, you're the type of person who can hold a grudge sometimes, even if it's just like very privately. You would never tell anybody, but you do hold grudges, so you're not allowing yourself to even get close to that side of yourself. You are instead making sure that anybody who wants to get close to you romantically earns your trust. Now let's see what else is up. We have a temperance. So in temperance, I can definitely see here that you are having a great year when it comes to being attractive. As a Capricorn baby, 2021 is your year, okay? People are attracted to you not only physically, but they're also attracted to you emotionally. And I see that it's hard for people to stay faithful around you. Next, we have justice. So it is really a balancing act, because on one hand, you could completely kind of abuse that power, but then on the other hand, you are just wanting to take what you need and not take what you can get, if you know what I mean. So you want the people who you are really interested in, of course, you want those to be attracted to you, rather than people who are in relationships who are seeing other people to kind of like cheat on their partners to be with you, whether it's emotionally or physically. While you could use that power, while you could take advantage of how attractive that you are and irresistible that you are, I see here in justice that nevertheless your morals, as well as just the fact that you wouldn't want that happening to yourself, so why do it to somebody else, that is what prevails. Because I see here in temperance that you're not about silly, quick-lived affairs during 2021. You're really about that depth, and of course having fun, being flirtatious, but not letting it go too far. Next, we have the Four of Cups. So in the Four of Cups, I can definitely see here that there will be times where, as a Capricorn baby, you feel a little bit lonely. You feel a little bit as though nobody really gets you and nobody really understands that you're actually very humble and reserved. You're not like the person who thinks that they're better than anybody else. You're not egotistical, but often people can feel as though you feel like you're above them just because, yeah, you're humble, you're reserved, you're quiet. You don't want to be friends with everyone. You want to be friends with people who you can really count on. And often when you're in a crowd, when you're in a sea of people, it can be taken the wrong way, which is where I can see in the Four of Cups that can leave you feeling a little bit like an outcast, a little bit like that person that others find hard to get close to. I can see here in the Knave of Wands, however, that there is someone who is going to be persistent, okay? There is somebody here who clearly is not going to let that get the best of the situation. The Knave of Wands is somebody who has a lot of fire sign energy, and this is someone who is determined to get to know you. This is somebody who is determined to figure out who you are on the inside. Next, we have the Moon, as well as the Six of Coins. So make decisions intuitively, especially when it comes to your finances. I can see here in the Six of Coins that it is essential for you to make decisions intuitively when you're exchanging money in every sense of the way. So if you're paying somebody, or if you are supposed to be paid, put contracts in place. As I can see here in the Six of Coins, that you giving people the benefit of the doubt, or just kind of like allowing for too much trust to be there share with others financially without them earning it may be like the wrong thing for 2021, especially if love is involved. You know, I know it's not a very romantic thing, but put a contract in place if you feel intuitively like it is the right thing to do, whether it's when you're living with somebody or if you're thinking of taking the relationship to the next level. Talk about prenups, talk about kind of who's going to end up with what should things not work out, and see how they react. Okay, see if this is something that they're willing to talk about and willing to maybe even like put into a contract, because it's always best to do these things when you're on good terms, on positive terms, rather than once people are kind of like pissed off and in a bad place with one another. So that is one thing that the universe is trying to point out to you to intently look at. Next, we have the eagle spirit. So all of my Sagittarius babies, I can see here in the eagle spirit that your spirit guides have your back when it comes to love during 2021. And it's important for you to just surrender to it. It's important for you to not try to control the situation too much, to not try to allow for pessimism to take over or negative thinking, and instead to just like wait and see how things progress. Just wait and see how things turn out. And instead of thinking to yourself when you see the Knave of Wands like, oh, this isn't gonna happen, I'm not gonna find this person, just give it a fair try, give it a fair chance, all my Capricorn babies, and allow for yourself to be very open-minded when it comes to love, as there is somebody here that is waiting to enter. As long as you kind of like allow for that gateway, they will earn your trust. Okay, they're not too lazy to earn your trust, but you have to at least give them the chance to do so and to show you that they are trustworthy. So all of my Capricorn babies, this is the reading that I received for you about your love life during 2021. I truly hope that you enjoyed this very personalized approach, this very interactive type of tarot card reading. Let me know down below in the comment section, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos. Hello, all my beautiful Aquarius babies of the world, and welcome to your 2021 love prediction. So let's move into your reading to figure out exactly what's coming towards your love life in the year of 2021, shall we? So first and foremost, we have the Nine of Swords. So all my Aquarius babies, I see that there's a certain amount of anxiety that is present for you during 2021 in conjunction to your love life, and let's see why. We have the Ten of Coins. Okay, things are going really well for you financially, and you don't want to be with somebody who's gonna take advantage of that, or who is just here while things are going well for you. So as an Aquarius, I can see here that you're having a little bit of trust issues when it comes to love, when it comes to sharing finances. And I can also see here that because you're somebody who is very honest and loyal, you know that some people may want to take advantage of that. So you're really careful with who you're surrounding yourself with, and you are of course not wanting anyone to interfere with your career, with your success that you're having in your professional life, especially financially. Next up, we have the Seven of Cups. So in the Seven of Cups, all my beautiful Aquarius babies, I can see here that you have a lot of different options, and that's another thing that's giving you a bit of a headache, a little bit of anxiety. Okay, there are lots of different people that you can be with if you want to, but at the same time, you have so many different people that you can choose from that it's hard to actually make up your mind. So just see each one of these cups as like a person that is a little different than the other one, and so many people have so many great traits, so it's very hard for you to really choose who you in the end would like to be with. So too many choices are causing anxiety, but I can see here in the Chariot that you want to continue to keep things moving at all costs. You understand that these are good problems to have in 2021 when it comes to your love life, and I can see here that even if you feel like, oh, maybe I should have reached out to that person, or maybe I should have given that person a shot, nevertheless, you're moving forward strongly and in a very determined sense of the manner that you are going to find love, and that there isn't just like one chance or one little window of opportunity that is then going to close. So because there's a lot going on, and because things are really looking up and in your favor, all my Aquarius babies, this is something that can make you feel uneasy at night before you go to bed, and just overall you don't want the goodness to stop. That's really what I see in the Nine of Swords. Next we have the Malachite. Now in the Malachite I can see this connection to your heart chakra, and all my Aquarius babies, I see that the nature is something that affects your love life. The more time that you're able to spend in nature, and also able to spend in nature with another person, the more that that can strengthen the relationship. But I see that lack of time in nature, lack of fresh oxygen is going to make things very difficult for your love life. I see here in the Ruby that your love life is going to be filled with passion, okay, a lot of romantic moments in 2021 with another human being that you feel like you can trust, with another person that you feel like you can really count on. But nevertheless, you still have a little bit of this feeling of anxiety about losing your momentum professionally. Should you give yourself too much romantically, okay? Should you give too much of yourself away? So there is this little bit of like self-preservation that you're trying to practice so that you don't lose sight of your success when it comes to your career, which I can't blame you for, all of my beautiful Aquarius babies, because things are looking very amazing for you. Next we have the Dog Spirit. So the Dog Spirit is trying to call you out on this and trying to remind you that while you're being loyal to your career and to your financial success, don't forget about being loyal to people that you love and relationships that bring you a lot of love. Remind yourself that it's important to not just see others as people who you can be passionate with, but you have to be careful with when it comes to your finances. But remind yourself of the fact that there are a lot of people here who will support you and who want to be there to celebrate you, not just to be opportunists. I can see here in the Stag Spirit that taking the lead is something that's essential for all my Aquarius babies during 2021 and in their love lives in general. I can see in the Stag Spirit that you are the one who's in charge. So it's also very important for you to say what you want, okay? To say what it is that you need. I can see here in the Stag Spirit that people are looking to you for direction and answers, especially romantically, okay? There are a lot of people who just want you to tell them what to do, what you like, and whether you're interested in them or not, because you have a lot of opportunity, you have a lot of different people that you can be with, which shows that you're having a year where you're a very attractive sign to be with, but at the same time, you're so intimidating that if you don't give people the green light and the go-ahead, they may not, okay? They may be too shy or too afraid of rejection. So that is where I see here in the Squirrel Spirit that you have to remind yourself to be confident, and you have to not feel like, oh, well, you know, I'm not all that, or I'm not that attractive, or what if they don't like me back? That is where in the Squirrel Spirit you're told to be confident in yourself and believe in yourself during the year of 2021. Believe in the fact that not only are we in this age of Aquarius now, but we are also in a time where you are just one of those signs that can get away with almost anything. So when it comes to love, don't be afraid of rejection. Last but not least, we have the Spider Spirit. So I can see here in the Spider Spirit that when it comes to your romantic life in 2021, you are really your own biggest enemy, all my Aquarius babies. Things are going amazing for you financially. Things are looking very successful. And when it comes to love, you have a lot of options. So really, you're the only thing that can get in your way, which is great news, but also very terrifying news. Also news that can be difficult to come to terms with. But that's why you're tuned into this reading, and that's why your guides have wanted you to see this. So all my Aquarius babies, definitely make sure that you believe in yourself, that you believe in how attractive that you really really are, but also that you're not so afraid or so stifled by the thought of somebody using you or somebody only being with you because of your success, that you allow that to get in between you and actually finding love, actually being with your soulmate. And keep in mind that people can't read you very well, which is why it's important for you to take the lead. So all of my beautiful Aquarius babies, this is the reading that I received for you, and I hope that you found it insightful and that you enjoyed my honesty and this really fun interactive way to create a pick a card reading. I'm sending so much love your way. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you liked it, and I'll see you in another one of my readings. Hello all my Pisces babies, and welcome to your Zodiac Signs 2021 love prediction. So I'm gonna get straight into it, and all you need to do is just enjoy this personalized approach to a tarot reading. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up too to let me know that you like this. So first and foremost, we have the Four of Cups. So all of my Pisces babies, I can see here in the Four of Cups that emotionally you are going to feel a little bit like you have to do a lot of things by yourself, which is a very Pisces thing, to not reach out as much as you probably should for help or for somebody to lean on, to talk to. I can see here in the Ace of Wands that you're gonna get the idea pretty quickly though, that it is more beneficial for you to be open about how you're feeling and what you're going through than to clam up and keep it to yourself. Ooh, okay, we also have the Star that just popped right out of the pile. So I see that in conjunction to your love life, there is a lot of hope on the horizon, and there are a lot of candidates here that you are attracted to that are also attracted to you. I see here in the Ace of Wands that there are lots of new passionate romantic relationships that are just like at their starting points, at their beginning points, where you feel as though, wow, okay, maybe I do have a lot of options after all in love, and I don't need to feel as though I'm all alone here in the world. So see this as you starting off the year, maybe not really opening your eyes to the possibilities, but then having this epiphany, okay, having this almost like awakening where you understand like, hey, there are people here who are interested in me. I simply need to let them get a little closer. Next, we have the High Priestess. So in the High Priestess, I can see here that all of my Pisces babies, you have a little bit of an intimidating aura when it comes to love during 2021, and that is most likely because people find you to be a bit secretive and a little bit vague. That just comes with being a Pisces. While people who know you find you to be like the most selfless as well as compassionate, kind, and intuitive person ever, people who don't know you can really struggle to read you and really struggle to understand what it is that you want. So that's why putting it out there and also just being a bit more open, a bit more outgoing, is going to bring lots of potential candidates to be in a romantic relationship with to your life, where you kind of like have this increase in confidence because you finally understand like, okay, this is what I need to do in order for people to understand my love language and understand what I'm about. Next, we have the Lapis Lazuli. So any issues that you've been having romantically will be resolved during 2021. So I see in the Four of Cups that there are some issues with feeling lonely, there are some issues with feeling alone, and I see here in the Lapis Lazuli that that will be solved either by you resolving those feelings or actually ending up in a romantic relationship with another human being. I see here in the Malachite that the nature is going to be the background to a lot of beautiful moments that your love life has during 2021. So you're going to be spending time with somebody who you love, with somebody who you feel very romantically attracted to in the nature, and you're going to most likely take a lot of photos, make a lot of memories, so that when you look back at your love life during the year of 2021, the nature always plays a very important, like pivotal role in your love life. But it could also just be because that's the only place that you were able to meet up with a lover or a potential lover. So that is just what strikes and sparks a lot of memories. If, you know, a lot of establishments are closed, you're not going to be able to meet anywhere else but in the nature. I see here in the Canary spirit that your confidence is something that they find attractive. I see that you doing your own thing during 2021 and not paying too much attention as to whether this is the social norm or standard, whether it rubs somebody the wrong way or not. I see in the Canary spirit that singing your own song, doing your own thing is what makes you so attractive to others. Furthermore, in the Grasshopper spirit, this confidence that others feel you exuding is something that puts you kind of on a pedestal. Others are going to look up to you about the leaps of faith that you've taken during 2021, and they're going to find you to be kind of like a superior person in 2021, okay? Somebody who has done more than others, who has gone against the odds during 2021 and come out very successfully. Next, we have the Dolphin spirit. So one thing that I can see here in the Dolphin spirit is that while that is true, at the same time, you also have like your own story. This coin is two-sided, and there are a lot of things that other people don't see. So while you are having a very successful year on one hand in 2021 romantically, on the other hand, you know, you also do understand that you still struggle with your willpower, you still struggle with your confidence, you still struggle to be a little bit more open, to be a little bit more vulnerable without it causing so much anxiety. So there's a bit of an internal battle that you're still going to be facing. But I see here in the Cat spirit that for all my beautiful Pisces babies, you are claiming your independence like never before. So the person who is going to enter your love life loves that you're claiming more independence, and this is somebody who is going to encourage you to be more independent. So while maybe before people had taken advantage of the fact that you're maybe at times like very cuddly, almost clingy, I see that this person who is coming into your life in 2021 wants to embrace your independent nature and wants to embrace you doing things on your own and not having you feel like you need anyone. They want an empowered you. I see here in the Two of Cups that for all of my Pisces babies, this is a great foreshadowing of your love life for 2021. The Two of Cups is one of the most favorable cards when it comes to love in the tarot, and it speaks of romantic love where there is mutual respect, mutual understanding, and also this feeling of uplifting one another no matter what. So it seems like your love life is going to entail somebody who is very respectful of not only you but also your needs. And I see here in the Four of Wands, all of my beautiful Pisces babies, that you feel as though your love life is just only getting started in 2021. So you're only getting started building a future together. You're only getting started on building your relationship. And this is a great indication of you meeting a soulmate, of you meeting somebody who you're going to be with for a few years to come. That's why you feel like it's just only beginning, like it's just only just getting started. And you understand that this person is somebody who is a healthy person to be around rather than a toxic one that leaves you feeling kind of like dependent on them and that leaves you in a space where you're making yourself smaller than you need to be. So look out for that person, all my Pisces babies, who loves when you do your own thing, who loves to encourage you to be your own person and loves to encourage you being independent and going for what you've always dreamt of going for. So all my Pisces babies, this is a reading that I received for your sign. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos.